Good evening, beauty junkies and wine lovers as well. I don't know about you, but beauty and wine, I think the two go hand in hand. What do you ladies think? Well, welcome back for another Words and Wine Down Wednesday video. I am excited to bring this one to you as it is the long anticipated annual Sephora VIB sale for fall. There is another one that runs in the spring, but this is the fall one, and I love when this one comes out every single year because it is a perfect time to indulge on a lot of the Christmas gift sets that come out at holiday time. It's also a perfect time to get stocked up with the products that you'll use on the regular to get you till the spring VIB sale runs. Sephora VIB Rouge starts this Friday. That is for the higher tier or higher spending Sephora customers. And next Friday will be the regular Sephora VIB, which will be the next tier down. In the drop down box, the very first link that you come to will be my corresponding blog post. You will want to click on that link because the blog post will share with you how the different tiers work for being Sephora VIB. Also, right below that, I will have the dates that the Sephora VIB Rouge sale runs, as well as the regular VIB. I will also include the code so that you can access your discount at checkout. Due to the fact that I am only allowed to use so many characters in the drop-down box below, it prevents me from being able to put all the links into all the different products that I would recommend for stocking up or for purchases. That is why it is so important to click on that first link, which will take you to the blog, where I go over so many more details with you. I also have all of the links, and the other beautiful thing that I do is I categorize everything. So I have a category for hair, I have a category for skincare, body care, tools, makeup, you name it, fragrance. I cover it all, and it is all categorized. I shop the sale 3 different ways. First of all, I do the stock up, and my goal when I'm doing the stock up portion of the sale is I look at all of the makeup, skincare, fragrance, hair, you name it, every single thing that I use, I pay attention to all throughout the year. In my notes app on my phone, I keep a tailing list of everything that I want to stock up on. My goal is that I get stocked up at the fall sale to get me all the way through to the spring sale, when I then can repurchase those same stock up items to get me back to fall, which would be this time of the year. So I'm always able to get 20% off. And because these products are not cheap, they are not drugstore, and it's not like clothing, where clothing goes on sale all year long. It's not the same for makeup and skincare. So that is why it is so key to hone in on this opportunity to get 20% off. So I always start out with my stock up items. That comes before everything else. After the stock up items, I tap into the Christmas list items. These are the goodies or the gift sets that I want to purchase for all of my loved ones. I may even pick up a set for myself depending on what it is. I have a favorite mask set that I pick up every single year from Sephora. It sells out every year right after the VIB sale. I will have that link below. You're gonna wanna make sure you jump on that. So that's about the only thing that I will pick up as far as a Christmas gift set for myself. After that comes the indulgences, and that's always last on the list because, as you know, I work with a budget, and I strongly encourage you do as well. So I always know what my budget is going to be, and I have a pretty good idea because I shop this way year after year. So I have a pretty good inclination what I'm going to spend, and I do prepare for that. I also purchase one of those discount gift cards from one of those discount websites that I talk about all the time, that I share with you on Snapchat. I also do that as well, so I get another discount. So this is a great savings for me, and I really try to plan for it when I budget. But I always have the little indulgent list where I might throw in a few lip products or something that came out this season, maybe a new luxury palette for the eyes or something like that, or a blush palette. And a lot of times this is going to be a more luxury product. So I have a hard time spending a lot of money maybe on a lipstick, but when you get 20% off, the sting is not so severe. So that's how I do the sale. And when you go to the blog post, you will see that I indicate what things I'm stocking up on, what I recommend for Christmas gift giving or the gift sets. I also include tools that I would recommend, makeup brushes, a lot of those types of things there. But that's how I work. And once I do my stock up in my Christmas gift giving, it all depends on what I have left over to spend on myself for those little indulgences that we like to do. Well, here's the other thing. I don't want to shop this sale all by myself. I would like to bring in another beauty junkie because I just think it's going to be a lot more fun. Plus, I don't want to drink this wine alone. So we have a little special guest that is going to join us to talk about what they are looking for at the Sephora VIB sale, what's on her wish list, what's on her gift giving list. And we're gonna have a little wine and we're gonna have a little chat and we're gonna make this fun. So go ahead, stop this video, go grab your wine or whatever it is that you wine down with, whether it's decaffeinated coffee or tea or a shot of vodka or whiskey, whatever it is. Stop the video, go get it poured, and then come back and our little surprise guest will join us, and we will tap into some wine and into some juicy, juicy beauty goodies. I'll be right back. Well, hi!
Hello there. I have a special guest now.
Yes, guess who's back? It's the Tracy and Amy show, bringing you the Sephora VIB sale recommendation.
I think you're onto something there.
Yes.
We need to have our own show.
Now, ladies, I'm just curious. Have any of you ever walked out of Sephora with a bag this small? I think this, yeah. Maybe I had a gift card in here.
Boxes
and maybe...
that come through the mail are larger.
Yes.
Though. Yes.
It's going to be a big box, isn't it?
It is. It's going to be really big.
Well, hopefully you guys got your wine. I am getting ready to pour ours. We are having the Leland All Cellars Autumn Harvest. I think this is a great one. Thanksgiving is coming. This is a nice red table wine. I think we talked about this one last time, but yes, we went with a different one.
It was the runner-up.
Yes, so today we're gonna have this one. I'm going to start pouring. So Amy, tell me, what's going on with the Sephora VIB? Do you have...
Well, I do get the privilege of shopping first, having achieved the VIB Rouge status. So,
oh wow. See, I'm just a VIB, so well, you and I may need to go shopping together.
I was thinking that I would be happy to order anything you may need in case you're worried that it may run out, because that does happen. So you do want to shop as early as you can.
Cheers.
Correct. Cheers.
Yes. Yeah, you do. You want to jump on, especially for a lot of the gift sets. Do you find that every year?
I don't always go for the gift sets, and that's what we're going to be discussing, how Tracy and I approach the sale slightly differently.
Yes, we do. And I already mentioned how I approach it in the 3 different things that I look at. Why don't you share with us how you...
Well, I have been... Okay.
I need to start drinking.
Yes. And at this thought, I need to as well. With my age getting up there, I've really been focusing more on finding products that work for me. And sometimes those are different products than what worked for me in my younger years.
I agree with
So, for example, this past year, I've been on a mission to find a concealer that didn't settle in my wrinkles. We discussed that before. I was on a mission to find, foundation that didn't do the same. And so, I have a few backups, let's just say, of several products. So, and I guess last year though, I approached this the same way. Last year I purchased my Clarisonic Mia system, so I tend to look at the sale as, what do I not want to spend full price money on? So if it's a bigger ticket item and I want to save 20%, I will wait until the sale to do so.
Right.
And I have a couple of bigger ticket items that I plan to purchase this year as well, because I have backup skincare. There are a couple things that I will be replenishing. I know that you, however, we all know how organized Tracy is. She's been planning all year on, what do I need to replenish? What do I want to get back stock on?
I agree. This is really a perfect time to stock up on, like, let's say the Clarisonic. You know, I have the Clarisonic Smart Profile. That is wonderful. It's a very pricey item. Those make wonderful gifts. There are a lot of different things, and I will link a lot of that stuff below. This would include your blow dryers. They have a wonderful selection at Sephora for blow dryers. I know the blow dryer that I have was a pricey item. I don't think Sephora actually carries the one that I have, but I will link the one that I have below, because Ulta also usually does a 20% off your entire purchase about the same time, sometime in November. So for a lot of the links that you see in the corresponding blog post, I will also put an Ulta link in there just in case you waited out until Ulta does their sale, or if there is something that Sephora doesn't carry that Ulta does. Lorac, I don't know that Sephora carries Lorac products anymore. There's a couple beauty lines that I don't think you can get at Sephora. MAC Cosmetics now is at Ulta. So
I was wondering, because there's something I need to
right,
restock.
so you can always take advantage of that. The other thing too is there are some wonderful gift sets that are Nordstrom exclusives that I hone in on every single year. So what I'm going to also put into the blog post, again, there won't be room for it in the drop down box, but it will be in the blog post, are some of those Nordstrom exclusives. Bobbi Brown this year has some juicy products, and I was not able to find them from Sephora. So always remember that, you know, you've got other options if you can't find what you're looking for at Sephora. Juicy. I know, juicy. Yeah, juicy.
That sounds interesting.
Beauty is juicy, and so is red wine.
Yes.
You just never know how we are going to get it.
I didn't necessarily mean for it to have that underlying connotation, but it does tend to do that with us and wine.
So share with me, what are some of the things that you are going to be purchasing or already have in your cart that are, and I guess let us know, if you know offhand, if it's something that's like a exclusive for this time of year, or if it's something new for the Christmas season. Sometimes people will even do different packaging. For instance, I know that Nars Anita, I think it's called, it's like a cult following lip product. Even though you can get the lipstick year round, they have special packaging just for the holidays. So there's always a lot of different things going on with different brands.
And I love learning, you know, Tarte always comes out with a great holiday collection, as well as, you know, Kat Von D has one, Too Faced has a few.
Too Faced and Tarte do a lot.
And what I've been hearing is that the quality this year is better than it has been in the past, because sometimes they will use a different formula for their holiday collections.
That is true.
And I've been hearing that they've finally listened to the consumers. We want that same quality. And so I've heard really good things, good reviews on those three, as well as, believe it or not, Marc Jacobs has even had a reputation of not having the same quality. And this year he has, I think, a $99 palette that has the same quality as most of the
You also have to watch this when it comes to brushes. A lot of times you can get some wonderful luxury brushes, but when they do the brush sets at the holiday, they compromise the quality. So pay attention to that. MAC is one of them. I love MAC Cosmetics brushes, although like I said, Sephora doesn't carry MAC. But they do wonderful brush sets during the holidays, but a lot of times their brushes are not the same quality. So make sure you pay attention to that. I would rather get one really nice brush than get a whole set of cheap ones.
I agree. I mean, I have several cheap ones, and they're taking up space. I go to the same ones every time.
Those are the ones that we give to our teenage daughters.
Exactly.
Pass them all down.
If anybody has a teenage daughter they need some brushes for.
So do you have any eyeshadow palettes? Because I have some eyeshadow palettes that I linked that are new ones out this year. Now, I don't go after everything. There's certain things that I look for. What about you? Because eyeshadow palettes are very big this time of the year.
So, yes, I've been looking at them. I have a lot of palettes right now, and I haven't really seen a palette that has what I don't have and want and need. So a lot of times this time of year, for example, I can't remember which brand, but it's all shimmer. And so you have to look at those kinds of things.
You do. Especially at our age. Maybe if you're younger. If you're younger, you
even still, you want to have, I mean, really, if you're going to spend the money, even, you know, this time of year, you want like a transition color, and you want that to be matte.
Yeah.
So, but Natasha Denona has, you know, her stuff is so expensive that this is a good time of the year to use that discount.
It is.
So she has something new, well, Rihanna with her Fenty brand, she has her eyeshadow palette finally came out, but again, a lot of shimmers, or a lot of bright colors that I may not use. The one that I'm tempted, and I don't, well, you can potentially leave a different link if it's not available in Sephora at the time. Sephora does carry Tarte. I love the Tarte Amazonian clay eyeshadows, and they have a new palette called the Toasted palette, which is kind of similar to the Urban Decay Heat palette. Okay. So it may be a little on the warmer side, but not like super orangey red, like the Morphe orange palette, for example. So I've considered that one, but yeah, I haven't really seen any, like I said. Great gift ideas, however. You know, for example, the Too Faced, they have, I forget what it's called, they have a couple that are available on Sephora, then one that's just available at Ulta. And they have one that has like a little makeup bag, and that has 3 little mini palettes, and then they say to and from on the back, so that would make a great gift.
And you said that's Too Faced?
Yes.
Yeah, because they do that every year, so you can divide up the Too Faced palettes.
Tarte has a lot of different mini collections, so that would make a great gift. You know what would also make an awesome gift would be the Sephora. It's called Superstar Everyday Must-Haves, and it's like a $200 and some value for $75.
Oh, wow. Talking about
various products.
Oh, see, I love those. Now, talking about the Sephora packaging, they have the Sephora favorites. They do a hair mask one. They do a face mask one. Every single year, I get the Sephora favorites face mask one. And what I love about the Sephora favorites is they give you all of these different brands. They're not Sephora brands. They might throw one item in there. I think maybe in one of the masks for maybe hair or face, they throw in the Sephora sheet mask or something like that, which the Sephora sheet mask is a great mask as well. But it's all sorts of products. You could get Dr. Brandt, you could get Peter Thomas Roth, you could get Origins. They put in all these brands, and what it does is it allows you to try, let's say you're doing the hair mask, all these different hair masks, and you could find out what you like to see which one you want to buy the biggest price, or the full tube in, or whatever it is that you're testing and trying. What you have to watch is those kits sell out fast, because there's such a great value that they sell out fast. I know the mask one last year when I did my Sephora VIB recommendation blog post, the face mask one was sold out before the regular VIB. The VIB Rouge people,
that's one I picked up for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I had to because I couldn't get it online, so she had to find it in the store.
I loved buying that. I have an overabundance of masks right now, but it is a great time to get skincare. You know, especially Ole Hendrickson has
and that's a great line.
Some great packet, you know, some great little bundles that are put together this time of year. So it's a great time of year not only to try things out, maybe in smaller sizes, but they also make great gifts. For example, they have a lot of great living proof packages as well for your hair.
Again, great time to stock up. Foundation is one of them. If you have a foundation you love that is not drugstore, this is the time to pick that up. Maybe get a couple different shades, as when we're self-tanning, we're a little bit darker, but I think it's a great time to do foundation. It's a great time to pick up a brush. This is when I stock up on my favorite shampoo, which I will indicate in the blog post, but it's a great time to pick up goodies for Christmas for sure.
Absolutely.
And eyeshadow palettes, that's a big one. You know, I think with eyeshadow palettes, you have to just take a look at, if you're buying one for yourself, what do you already have? I know the Naked, for everybody, was out for a long time, and everything was the Naked palette. Well, a lot of the palettes had so many similar colors in them and shades that really you just needed to have one Naked palette. I would say, and do you feel this way too right now, a lot of them have that heat look. They have the reds, they have the dark orangey rust color. everything's very warm. They're beautiful, but make sure it's something that you can pull off, and always remember, next year are those colors going to be popular?
Right.
So that's something that you have to pay attention to. But I will link some of the ones that Amy and I have been drawn to, because we have talked about a few of them. There's some that I like that maybe she doesn't like as much, but there's some that we both are really interested in.
We haven't mentioned lip colors, but there's also a lot
This
of
is a great
lip kits out there
yes,
as well.
Yes, the Bite one, for one, sells out every year.
Tarte has one.
Yes.
And
Stila.
Sephora has their favorite, you know.
Yes, they
and
do.
again,
And
they're
they
not.
did two.
Oh,
They did, they did a small, so Sephora has a favorites, but this year they did two. They have a bigger one, a more grand one.
I think, is one all nudes?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think it is, yes.
Yeah.
So one is all nude, so there's for you nude lovers, and the other one's a huge variety. So that,
And again, it's not
those are
Sephora
great.
brand,
That's
it's
right.
just whatever
It's
their
a big
top
variety.
sellers are.
You're gonna get everybody, and it's a great way to find out if you want to purchase a full priced item. But this is when I indulge on the lip products. Bite has a great kit. Stila has a great one. Some of them are the creams, like in the little tube. Some are in a stick. Marc Jacobs has a set. The other thing too is a couple of the companies now are coming out with the cool set and the warm set. I don't know if you noticed that.
I noticed the eyeshadow palette where they did this,
yeah.
where they did that, absolutely. And so it's nice to know what you need ahead of time. And I think you do an excellent job of that. I'm to the point now where I realize that I don't need a lot in terms of eyeshadow palettes and lipsticks and so forth. So that's why, well, another reason that I'm looking for, okay, I really need a good hair dryer. Like you mentioned, I've been doing some research on hair dryers.
Do you have any that you already have picked out from there?
I think I'm going to do the Dry Bar.
I was just going to say, because the Dry Bar,
But you know what?
I
I've
know.
been reading the reviews, and everyone seems to love the travel size. And think
Okay.
about it. You can then have a good hair
that's
dryer when
great.
you travel, and people use the travel size. They say, I like to use this every day. It's so lightweight.
great, yeah.
It works. It dries my hair quickly. So I have to decide, because you can get the larger one in a kit and save some money.
Right.
But then if I have the travel one, I can rationalize packing that and bringing it with me.
Yeah.
I was also looking at the T3, the styling
Yep, I'm
wands.
familiar with the T3 as well.
$270 for all of
Yeah.
them. So
Yeah.
again, 20% off is pretty significant, but I've done my research on that as well, and I think I'm going to go with the Dry Bar 3-day bender.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it just works
We'll
a little
link
bit
that below for
differently.
sure.
So those are, and again, that's I think $135. So that's still a lot more than I want to spend if I can wait until I get a discount.
That's right, yeah. And this is, again, the time, 20% off, that's a huge savings. The other thing that you have to understand with tools is, a lot of times we don't want to fork out the money, but think about the tools that maybe your husband is picking up for lawn care, or the things that are getting used not even every day. A blow dryer is being used every day by a lot of people. This is not an area you want to skimp on. It's really not. It's hard though. It's hard to cough up that much money on one purchase. That's why I really recommend that if you didn't do it this year, pre-plan for these things. Start a little budget, start your little envelope, and start putting money in there, because then when the time comes and you're like, I need a good blow dryer, you can do it. I indulged in a great blow dryer this past year, and I am so thankful that I did. And my oldest daughter is always using it, and she's like, I hate that I'm getting used to this nice blow dryer because I don't want to spend this much money. It is an investment piece, but if you're using it every day,
Some of these things, I know this sounds, first world problem, whatever, but life-changing,
Yes.
Like some of these things, granted, I've appreciated certain things with makeup that maybe longer wearing or what have you, but when you're talking about, a lot of people will say they will curl their hair with the T3 or the 3-day bender, and they don't have to curl it again for days. So,
Yeah.
think about the time you're saving.
Right.
And again, it's a product that you're going to use that regularly. Maybe it should be a good quality. And you're also talking about the quality of your hair.
right. Yeah,
So, I don't know
absolutely.
about you ladies, but that's very important
It
to
is,
me.
yeah, I think so too. And of course, when my hair videos come out, you will hear a lot more about that. So we're going back to lips, just because
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what I'm the most junky about when it comes to makeup. I mean, I'm skincare big time, but I'm a lip junkie, and a lot of the shades you wear, I like, even though, are you a summer, would you say?
I'm a vivid summer,
Okay,
which
so
means the darkest summer, like borderline winter. And the reason being, somebody actually asked me this on my Instagram the other day. So I have these naturally dark eyebrows.
You do.
And my eyes are a little on the darker side. The dark side.
Very green today.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
dark
so,
side.
and my hair may not
Speaking
be
of
naturally
dark.
blonde, but my hair is like a dishwater blonde.
Okay.
So that's why I am a vivid summer, which means I think that I can, you know, I'm more apt to be able to get away with some of the winter colors.
Okay.
Yeah,
because we look great in a lot of the same
Yes.
colors.
Yes. So
Anyway, we'll get to that.
We're gonna
get
pause
to that.
that. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
yes. It's so funny, but we read each other's minds, right? We know exactly what you're thinking. But so, what are the colors that you see me wearing that you're surprised? Is that what you were about to say?
No,
Okay.
I feel like we're both cool toned.
Yes,
Or we
absolutely.
both look better in cool tones. So I think that is why a lot of times when I see Amy, I'll be like, oh, what lip? Just today I said, what's on your lip? I feel like every time I see her, I will ask that because I do feel like we can both wear the same colors on our lip, but we're both cool tones. So we're gonna look great in the berries. We're gonna look great in a blue red, like that really, not the orangey red. That's
Right.
not gonna look good on us.
Right.
But if it's a blue red, we're gonna look great in that. I feel like a lot of the same nudes. So that's why I'm curious, do you have any lip just because I'm a lip junkie and I might need to add a few more to my indulgent list.
I didn't even think I was a lip junkie. You know, it's funny, on the way up here, I was telling you, I was trying to decide what lip color to wear. And I found the one lipstick that back in the day when I used to wear the same lipstick every day, believe it or not. And all of a sudden now I have, I don't know, countless lip products. I know it's not great for the skin on our lips, but I do like a lip paint just because, you know, sometimes it's hard on the job to get away and reapply. I am pretty good at, you know, using the scrubs and so forth at night. I do like the Tarte lip paints. I do, well, Kylie's Cosmetics, I think gave me the red that I really liked. They're not at Sephora, but gosh, I don't know that I have a diehard. I did, you know, last year when we were at the Nordstrom event, I purchased the Tom Ford, and I thought that it did have a good staying power for just a regular lipstick, but I think I went a shade too dark. So I don't know that I have a ride or die lipstick.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe now you're gonna put me on the search like I was for my concealer.
I do have some. It's okay. It's okay. Would you like me to fill your glass?
I was so afraid that. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. We did well. Tom was here early. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So I have got my computer up here. I do have some lip products that I already put in on my list, which you will get to see those again in the blog post. Okay, so there's a YSL Dazzling Lights lipstick that I have in there. The Bite Kit, I definitely recommend. Every year that comes out, Bite Beauty lip products are amazing on the lips. The staying power, how they feel, absolutely love them. I put the lipstick set in here, the Amuse Bouche set, but it sells out, so you're gonna really want to get going on that. Stila, I love their liquid lip set. They have a cool and they have a warm. I am cool. I think there's 3 that come in that. I linked that. Love it. Pat McGrath. Now there's a name that
Really?
you don't hear about.
I have been lately though.
The Luxe Trance lipstick, and they also have the Matte Trance. There is a shade in each of them I am dying over. So here's the deal. I try to limit myself to only 1 lipstick treat a year, and I also have an Estee Lauder Pure Envy one that I'm looking at, and I love the Nars Audacious Holiday Kiss collection, which is a lipstick and a blush. Now this comes in a little triangle cube, and what you get is you get one of their Audacious lipsticks and you get a blush in it. And you know the cult following, the Orgasm blush, they have that in the triangle thing. But the thing is, The set that I'm drawn to that has the Audacious lipstick in Anna, Sephora doesn't have the little triangle, Nordstrom does. So that's a problem because Nordstrom, I'm probably not gonna get the 20% off. So
Right.
I'm on the fence on that one. Nars also has a little kit with a bunch of lipsticks that I really love. Anastasia has a lip gloss out that I've kind of been eyeing throughout the past year called Saint Tropez. And they also have one, a lip cream, I think in the color Trouble, which is going to be great for a cool tone beauty. So definitely I have tons of lip products and it's just...
And Tom Ford now has the Lips and Girls.
Now are they at
collection.
Sephora? Tom Ford? Tom Ford is
We have to
another.
check on that.
Okay, Tom Ford is, that is, I think the lip product. Okay, last year I did a Tom Ford lippy as my little treat. The year before I did Dior, and the year before that I did Tom Ford. So I have 2 Tom Ford lip products. This would be the time. Tom Ford's a great lipstick. Let me ask you about the blush palettes. I am really curious about the, okay, we all know there's a ton of blush palettes and highlight palettes.
Contour, highlight,
but
yes.
they're kits. So you might get a highlight kit where there's 3 different highlights in there. Well, highlight takes a long time to go through is how I feel, but I want to hear what you have to say about the blush kits because Tarte does one.
I think so. I think Hourglass has
Hourglass
one that
has-
has the highlighters and the blush and so forth. Okay, you've identified my non-junkie area.
Okay.
I am not a blush junkie. I wore the same blush for many years. I've now expanded, but I am all set. Haven't really paid a lot of attention to the blushes, but yes, there's a lot of great blush sets.
Yeah,
if that's
they
your
do.
thing.
They do a lot of blush sets. I agree. Now I'm going to tell you why I don't take advantage of the blush sets. Again, I think if you're younger and you can wear the more shimmery blushes, I think this is a great time. I think it makes a beautiful gift for somebody that's younger if they wear blush. A lot of the younger girls don't wear a lot of blush. They're more into their bronzer and contour. So if you're purchasing something for, let's say, a young adult or your young adult daughter or your teenage daughter, I would make sure that they really like blushes. You are going to get a combination of matte and shimmer. I can't really pull off the shimmer. I have larger pores, and I also have acne scars that are enhanced when I wear the shimmery products. I also have some skin peeling. If you're wondering what this is, I am on a low dose Accutane, so once in a while I do get a little bit of peeling. Plus I do a lot of aggressive skincare stuff and I've had an aggressive week. So if you're wondering what that is, but all of those things will be enhanced with a shimmer. So I don't take advantage of the sets, but I'm gonna tell you, and you probably got this, I am loving the little blush that I got in the Sephora Happy Birthday
Party.
gift. Party. I think that if you need to treat yourself to a blush, that is such a universal color. I think if you're warm tone or cool toned, you could wear that. It is a beautiful color. I'm wearing it today.
And I'm wearing a Lancome color that I would have to look up, and because it came in one of,
Like
$35 free gift with purchase
Yeah.
or what, something along those lines. And I love it. It's a little bit more burgundy, so I
Okay,
like to
and
do
burgundy
that
is
in
beautiful
the fall.
for the fall and winter.
Exactly.
I love burgundy.
But because I have that, I have kind of a little more warmer color. I have my Orgasm. There we go again. And
There's deep throat, where's the wine?
we didn't come up with these.
We did
names.
not.
We're just
Well, there's Better Than Sex
relaying the
mascara,
information.
which I have a Better Than Sex bars, like a dessert bar.
Oh, yes.
I would take my bars over the mascara, but you're
I
gonna
did
have
not
to
like
decide for
mascara.
yourself.
I did not think it was better than sex.
You're gonna have to decide for. Let us know in the comment section below if you think Better Than Sex mascara is better than sex. Cheers to that. But on the other hand, if you have not tried my oatmeal Carmelite bars that you can get on my website, I have to say those might be
Better.
the Orgasm, or I mean Better Than Sex. Oh no, not on Wine Wednesday.
I
We
had a
can't do
dessert
this.
like that this weekend. I'll have to tell you about that later. Or Kelly's birthday dinner. Kelly's birthday dinner. Oh my gosh.
So what did Kelly get for his birthday?
Better than
Okay, the wine is kicking in.
exactly. So, how about those blushes? Blushing, talking about sex. Yeah.
Remember that video? Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
We are 80s girls, in case you didn't know.
Class of '89. If you watch me on Snap,
I won't.
I feel sorry for anybody that does not watch me on Snap. You're just missing out.
You get to see it all. She lets it all hang out.
Sometimes probably too much. So, okay, what about contour palettes? Now, are you doing the Smashbox, the one that I love and recommend?
I already have that.
I know
I
you
got
do,
that one.
but I'm sure you have other ones. Do you love that one? Is that the one you would recommend?
You know what? I don't really. Okay, so.
And we're honest. That's the beauty.
I am sad. Like I'm not as into. I mean, I use contour. Don't get me wrong. And there are great scents out right now. They're, gosh, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember if the Hourglass set, the ambient light, maybe it had
they have in the past had.
And I believe that the Tarte palette that we mentioned has that, along with their mascara, which is not better than Sex, and some highlights as well. So I'm kind of a diehard with my Laguna.
Okay, Laguna.
And I have my Laguna, and I'm just,
and that is such, I would say that is such a cult following. And I've had Laguna and I love it as well. What is funny about the Laguna is when you open it up and you look at it, it actually looks like there's some sparkle to it, but it does not apply that way. It can be very intimidating.
I think a lot of products do this.
I feel like Laguna is probably the most popular bronzer.
But yes, so I bronze with the Too Faced product, or possibly
Too Faced milk chocolate.
One of the chocolates.
Okay, one of the chocolates, Chocolate Soleil. Yes.
And then, or the Physician's Formula.
Okay, Physician. That's a wonderful
Drugstore.
one. Yes.
And then I just use the Laguna to contour. Okay. So I just put it, on the cheek. I put a little under my nose because I have a long nose, and a little bit on, which you probably do here at the chin as well.
Right. Yeah, and I think, we're thinner, so, and as you get older, when you're thinner, well, the beauty with people that are older that maybe carry a little bit more weight, their skin actually looks plumper. When you get older, when you're thinner, you actually can look older. So you already look a little bit more sunken in, so you have to be careful with the contour. I only really contour if I'm going to be in photos or on video because it is more flattering there, but for every day I generally don't.
I just use it to soften because we both have angular faces.
Yes, and it softens the angles.
Because mine is rectangular, I try to soften that part.
I agree, and I do the same thing. When you're going to contour, it's okay to watch some of the YouTubers, but always pay attention to what the shape of your face is. The best thing that you could do, this is what I would recommend, is get on Pinterest and say contouring for round face if you have a round face, contouring for square face if you have a square face, and look at where the placement is, because the key is the placement. I have to be very careful because I'm a narrow face and I'm long. I want to shorten my face, but I have to be careful that I'm not closing in my face any more than it is because I'm already kind of have a narrow. But definitely some of the bronzers, and I will link these ones. Nars Laguna is awesome. Benefit Hoola is awesome. Too Faced Chocolate Soleil or Milk Chocolate are great. But I have fallen in love with the Smashbox contour set because not only do I love the product, I love the brush, and I have 2 of those. I love it. Now, I don't know if you noticed, Smashbox has a holiday kit out
that includes that.
I don't know if I think it's I think that the trio is highlighting, and then it has 2. I will link this below, but it has 2 eyeshadow palettes, and I love one of the eyeshadow palettes because it's more cool tone, and I think the other one has more of your desert heat looks.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's a great set. Now that would make a great gift. So there you go. That would be wonderful. But I don't know if the bronzing and highlight trio is the same as mine. I almost don't think it is, but I love my Smashbox because I used to be the Too Faced.
Is another one. If you're going to use your discount, they have a great bronzer that has a cult following.
Yeah.
A cult following of people with a little bit more in their budget for.
Yeah. Marc Jacobs would be more of a luxury line. You have to remember that we have our drugstore tier. Then we have, I would say, more what I call more high-end makeup, but then you have your luxury.
Yes.
Luxury is going to be like a Tom Ford, Marc Jacobs, Charlotte Tilbury.
Charlotte Tilbury is another one that's
She's not at Sephora though.
Oh, right.
Don't love your stool, Trace.
We've only had one glass. I think it's more. Yeah, it's goes beyond at this point. So we've talked about.
I always love when people will tell me, they'll leave in the comment section below, Tracy, I loved your sip at, and they'll say the time. Tiffany, I love you. You always notice the time I take big sips.
I don't think she calls them a sip. Your gulp.
Yeah. Yeah, gulp.
So we've talked about, there's a lot of great foundations, and then, some new lines.
And we're going to link the ones we use. We're going to link the ones yes.
We've discussed some eyeshadow palettes, perfume. It's a great time to purchase perfume.
It is a great time. You know my favorite Miu Miu. They have a set.
I've noticed.
Flower Bomb is the cult following. It's still, I think, #1 up there. Actually, I have a giveaway coming up of a bottle of Flower Bomb. Stay tuned for the comeback for the women's gift guides. I'm giving away a Flower Bomb.
I always feel like I shouldn't enter those.
Of course you should.
But I have.
Oh, did I? Oh, I've got your Christmas gifts in my cart.
I have a couple of things for you as well.
Racy.
Ooh, juicy and racy.
You know what? I look at it this way. Well,
if you can't be real with your besties, then who can you be real with, right? Now I'm intrigued.
Anyway.
But yes, great time to get perfume.
Yes, definitely.
Some popular ones if you are purchasing gifts, and I know this isn't so much your cup of tea, but like the Mon Paris by Yves Saint Laurent is very popular.
Which I have a sample.
La Vie Belle, of course.
Which is another new one I just picked up. I just repurchased my Hani Mori. And I picked up La Vie Belle, which means life is beautiful, folks. That's what it means.
Yes. Yeah. And it's French, and I have a love for French right now. But
it's a beautiful scent. I don't think you could go wrong with that one.
And Kelly, I actually have the rollerball version because I was debating between the two, and I just recently discovered my signature scent, which is not available at Sephora. It's the Diptyque.
Oh, I will put that with the Nordstrom favorites.
Yes. There are some great things available. Nordstrom, Ulta. Nordstrom has a Laura Mercier palette that's actually really pretty. If I were considering palettes right now, I would consider. But I do think that they do have some kind of sales that come out around the holidays. So keep your eyes open.
And just taking advantage of the kits that they do it's incredible. I always take advantage of even the Nest candles. Not only does Nordstrom sell Nest, but Sephora does as well. My favorite candle by Nest, it's the Birchwood Pine, I believe it's called. They do a little ornament box. I'll have it linked below. I pick that up every single year for a few different people. It's just a votive, but it comes in a really cute box. Before we finish up though, I want to hit on mascaras, and I also want to talk about packaging because, well, let's hit packaging first. Too Faced Cosmetics. Package. Didn't we talk about package before?
Yes, we did.
I'm sorry, I'm not holding my glass right. Gotta be ladylike.
I'm just trying to hold it so it doesn't spill on our camel pants. We're kind of matching. And our matching tops.
Oh my gosh, we are wearing the same top.
I purchased that top, and I loved it so much that I had to get the other color that was available. And then I saw that you had that in one of your videos for the look for Christmas. I actually wore that this week. I think it's a great fall. I got lots of compliments because it's a good color for us. But then I had to have the other. A lot of the bell sleeves nowadays don't have the V-neck, and so the fact that it had both.
V-neck is very flattering. It's very slenderizing as well. My husband just texted me. No, we'll read it another time.
Maybe he's not watching. watching. This is live.
No. Anyway, but we have the top that we have on, it will be linked below, as well as I will link some of the makeup both of us are wearing. So there's lots of links, but again, you got to go to the blog post because I can't put it in the drop down box. There also is going to be an outfit post on my entire look. So it's linked in the blog post.
And it's beautiful. You got to see the whole thing.
But we are wearing a top that comes two different ways, a print and a solid. It only comes those two ways. She has the solid, I have the print. So we have the same top on, but I love it that it's a V-neck. So packaging.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why we're going into the packaging thing. Sorry, fellas. Oh, wait, they're not watching. This is for ladies.
Mine not.
Well, ladies, we get to talk about the package all we want then.
Exactly. They're not going to watch. Although they should, because they would get some great gift ideas.
That's right.
I would love some of these items as gifts.
Yeah.
I just buy them myself.
Well, I just need, Kelly needs to contact me, Paul needs to contact you.
We've discussed.
We'll be good to go. I hope that they have their cards, their plastic ready.
And that happened last year with our coats, with the coat.
Yes, and
I
love that.
I have a new one on order.
Oh, you're gonna have to show me. You're gonna have to show me.
Okay, so packaging of
yeah.
makeup products.
Because Too Faced is notorious. Beautiful packaging, but their packaging this year is a planner.
Yes.
Did you see that?
I did.
Is
Now,
it necessary? I mean,
well, here's the thing. It depends
I love
on
my planner,
the
but
age. Because it's very sticker oriented. I think it's great for somebody in their 20s who needs to learn to be organized.
Yeah.
And I've heard decent things. I mean, the palette is okay quality and it's okay, but in terms of the colors that it offers, the planner, I think it's a nice gift for the right person.
I do too. And I mean, it is linked below, but I even look at my young adult, early 20-year-old daughters, they would be like, no, Mom, it's not necessary.
Maybe.
So
Maybe Chloe.
But yeah, I mean, really, I think that you really just have to pay attention to the right person for it. I don't think it would be for our age, but I think it can make a great gift for the right person. So,
and there are a lot of brands that will come out with, L'Occitane even has like a little ornament.
L'Occitane's advent calendar.
They have I noticed that too.
Sephora has a beautiful advent calendar as well. I'll link those. Oh yeah, those are
advent calendar. L'Occitane has a lot of different neat little gift sets.
But those start like December 1st. So that would be like, I have two nieces that have November birthdays. One is November 25th, one is November 26th. I don't buy for them for their birthday, but what a great gift for somebody that did, if you had a birthday around then, to get an advent calendar thing. L'Occitane products, you know my love for L'Occitane, so I will have all those things linked below. But packaging,
L'Occitane when I was in Paris.
That would be the place to go for sure, to L'Occitane.
I mean, I was only at the airport. I wasn't at the actual L'Occitane.
That's okay.
So mascara.
Mascara, yeah.
I don't know why, but I do know why. So I was purchasing the Lancome Mascara so that I could get the free gift with purchases. And I think I did that particularly around the honeymoon because A, I thought I needed the mascara, and B, I was really looking for travel size options.
Yeah.
I have not, and I don't want to go on another quest, but I'm not entirely in love with the mascara either. It works sometimes better than others, and I'm still determining, do I like it with the booster, without the booster? And so I think part of it is my eye in particular. I wear contacts, and so sometimes I feel like I emit more that makes it like flake and so forth. So but yeah, it would definitely be a great time to stock up. I like the Lights Camera Lashes mascara that comes in, I believe it comes in several of the sets that we mentioned.
I've loved that one. That is a great one. That's one I would revisit again for sure. Yeah. For me, sometimes if I can find a drugstore mascara, that's where I'll go, just because it's a great opportunity for me to save a little money, and I do have some favorites that are from the drugstore. I should say maybe one or two. But I do feel that if you like a high end, this again is when you're going to want to stock up. If you are somebody who wears makeup every single day, mascara is one of those things you're going to go through very fast. Probably one of the fastest things that a lot of people do go through. So this is a time to definitely stock up.
And it's something that doesn't last forever.
Right.
You have to pretty much discard it after 6 months.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, it's it's, you know, if you have, I don't know, I'm trying to think of some of the expensive mascaras that people have loved, but to be honest, I'm kind of the same way. You know, as long as it volumizes my lashes and it doesn't flake. And you, a lot of times, I'm still learning. I'm still watching your videos and trying to learn with, you know, the fake lashes. A lot of times if you have a fake lash, you don't necessarily, I mean, you can get away with a drugstore mascara, use the lashes, and as long as it's not flaking on your face, then.
I think mascara is hard to have somebody recommend to you. And the reason for that is we all have different issues. I have very plain Jane lashes. They're not super long, they're not curled, but one thing that I have a problem with is my lashes are poker straight, meaning they're not sparse, but they go out straight. Some mascaras, after I curl my lashes and put my mascara on, they will make my lashes go straight again. So what I look for is a mascara. I don't even care if it's volumizing, I don't care if it's lengthening. What I care about is that it holds the curl. So that, and not everybody can relate to that. So mascara to me is something that's very hard to recommend to somebody. It's kind of like foundation. Asking one person what their favorite foundation is, there are so many factors to take into consideration. What is your skin type? Are you oily skin? What type of coverage do you like? So really try to pay attention to what your needs are. It's great to ask, but you really have to think about what is it that I'm looking for. And that's usually what I will ask people when they ask me for a recommendation. I will say, well, what are your goals? For me with mascara, my goals are just hold the stinking curl. That's the biggie. I mean, and that's the hardest thing for me to find, is something that's not gonna weigh them down. I'm going off on a totally different thing, but you know, we do that just being women, and then women on wine.
We're Untitled.
Dry shampoo. Okay. Dry shampoo. So that's a biggie. We all know we need it, and I'm gonna link some below, because I'm gonna link Kirsten, my oldest daughter's favorite, below, because every year I have to restock this for her during the Sephora VIB, but I'm picky. So dry shampoo.
I was using a drugstore one as well, and I can't remember the name of it, to be honest. And it's about out. But I have never been so in love with a brand as I have been with Living Proof. So before the honeymoon,
she's turned me on to well, I already had the shampoo and conditioner, but that volume.
The volume. And so I purchased, I think I have now maybe one or two of the smaller sized dry shampoo. So that's what I'll be going to now that my drugstore version is out. But it's never failed me. So I'm assuming the dry shampoo, I think I probably took it with me on the honeymoon, but.
Well, Living Proof is already something that I intend on picking up. Shampoo, conditioner, and then their full volume blast texturizing spray, which Amy turned me on to.
They have a humidity shield, and they have perfect day hair, and all of. And I use a product before I wash my hair, but they make that's supposed to extend.
Yeah, that's great. That is wonderful. And I'm going to talk more about higher end hair care products versus lower end when I bring out my video with my hairstylist. We got to hear what she says, because I do put her to the test. Does it make a difference? So watch for that video to come out soon. So yeah, but I do need to, you know, do some purchasing of dry shampoos, and I'm always curious what people recommend. So please leave that in the comment section below. Don't hesitate to leave any of your recommendations or suggestions in the drop down box below. And you know, a lot of YouTubers, every YouTuber out there is going to be doing their Sephora VIB recommendations. So pick the person that you are inspired by the most, use their links, because we're all looking for the love. I appreciate all of you that do choose to use my links to do your Sephora VIB and VIB Rouge shopping. So we are so happy that you were here today to join us for another Words and Wind Down Wednesday. We are looking forward to bringing you the next one, which is going to be the Girlfriend Christmas Gift Guide. What to get your lovely, lovely girlfriend.
Except I have to leave off the suggestions of the items I've purchased for you, and vice versa.
anyway, back to what we trailed off into packages and Better Than Sex mascara.
And special presents for our girlfriends.
Special presents.
I didn't think about that.
But anyway, we are so happy that you joined us. We will be back for another Words and Wind Down Girlfriend Gift Guide for the Christmas planning season, so you can plan ahead, so you can celebrate later. I know.
Make your own merchandise.
Yes.
She could get t-shirts. Who does that?
Me.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I'll buy some.
Yes, totally. I think some type of sexy jammies or something like that.
There you go.
Who does that? Me?
That's what I'm
Oh, that could be. Oh.
Double entendre there. Yeah. I see what you did there.
I love it. All right. Well, we will see you in the next video. Thanks for joining us.
Come join us next time.
Yes. Good luck at the Sephora VIB Rouge and VIB sale. Don't forget to head to the blog for all of the goodies that we are recommending and all your Christmas gift buying needs. All right. We'll see you in the next video. Take care. Mwah. Cheers.